Have you ever wondered why some people start from nothing and end up wealthy? Have you ever wondered why those smart A+ students never truly end up getting rich? They just work for the rich, helping make them richer. I can tell you this, Warren Buffett never grew up wealthy. He wasn't like the Walmart kids who got handed billions the moment they stepped out of the womb. No, there was only one thing that made Warren Buffett wealthy, and that was his mindset and following the 5-to-25 rule. Now guys, think about this. I come up to you and ask you, what are your 25 greatest goals in life? I give you 30 minutes to write them down. So you come back to me with a list. You've thought pretty hard about these 25 goals that you want to achieve. 80% of what you have just done is a waste of time. If you're trying to achieve 25 major goals in your life, your name must be Jack. You're the jack of all trades and the master of none. If you do not master any trade, how do you expect to become wealthy? Oh, you think when a doctor went to medicine school, they had 24 other goals and the 25th one was to become a doctor? You think when Conor McGregor was training to become a UFC champion, he also wanted to become a musician as well? You think when Warren Buffett was growing up, he had anything but becoming a great investor on his mind, then you are sadly mistaken. The key to all successful people is that they chose to focus down on what matters to them. You see, most people get caught in a trap. They look at the world and think, you know, one day I would like to become an entrepreneur. And actually, now that I think about it, I wouldn't mind traveling the world and maybe learning a new language on the side. Maybe I'll even become Insta famous, and the wish list goes on and on. It's the same with how people organize their day. I generally see two groups of people. You have the group who is all organized with 22 things that they have to complete by the end of the day. The end of the day comes and they've completed 20 of those tasks but haven't achieved anything significant. Then you've got the type who don't have a list of what they want to do that day. The day comes, they mess about on Facebook, try to hide what they're doing from their boss, then complete a bit of work to make sure their boss is pleased, and the day ends. They've done nothing but mess about all day and tell half-truthful stories to their friends. It's a very rare person that looks at the day ahead and says, I've got these 3, 4 or 5 vital things that I want to accomplish, and I'm going to do that to the best of my abilities. It is these types of people that really master their craft. And once you've mastered a craft, that's when you can really become wealthy. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once. I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Bruce Lee. The person who has stayed dedicated to one task for a significant period of time is the person that becomes the best at something. I don't care what it is, whether it's an entrepreneur, WWE superstar, or a plumber. The one who focuses on their craft the most will master it. And once you have this mastered, again, no matter what you do, you will be in high demand. You know, Buffett, since he was a young lad, had only one dream, one main goal to master, and that was to become a great investor. His net worth is $88.6 billion. Can you imagine if Mr. Buffett changed his mind and said, you know what, I want to be a great investor and a great doctor? What do you think his net worth would have been if he pursued both of these goals? That number I can't tell you, but what I can say is it will be a lot less than $88.6 billion. Even if we take the example of a plumber, I don't know why you would want to become a great plumber, but let's say you do. Let's say you dedicate all of your time to mastering the plumbing trade. At first, you're probably going to get paid the same amount as your co-workers, even though you're better than them. But as time goes on, as you learn to master plumbing, you can form your own business. Before you know it, you've got 10 people working for you, earning you money. If you have 10 people working for you, I can say this. You are going to be a lot more well off than those 10 people. So don't be the jack of all trades and the master of none. Because the jack of all trades is broke, like most people in the United States who are in debt. If you disagree and you think trying to master a lot of trades is smarter than mastering a few trades, then let me know. But if you look at close to all of the successful people in the world, they have chosen to pinpoint their focus on just a few ambitions.